North Carolina is a state rich in history, legends, and mysteries. But hidden within its cities and towns are hospitals so haunted, so cursed, that even the bravest ghost hunters have fled in terror. Behind the sterile walls and flickering lights, countless patients and staff have reported chilling encounters that defy explanation, as if the suffering and fear of the past never truly left. These hospitals are not just places of healing. They are places where tragedy, despair, and restless spirits linger long after the living have gone. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices echoing through empty hallways, seeing shadowy figures standing silently in corners, and feeling cold hands brush against them in moments of stillness. Some even claim that the spirits of those who died within these walls roam freely, replaying the events of their last moments over and over again. From abandoned wings, where the echoes of screams never fade, to operating rooms where the equipment seems to move on its own, these hospitals are laboratories of the paranormal. Every floor, every corridor, every room has a story to tell, and each one is more terrifying than the last. Some have been witnesses to unspeakable tragedies. Others are rumored to have been home to cruel medical experiments, but all share one thing in common: a presence that refuses to rest. Tonight, we will take you inside the 15 most haunted hospitals in North Carolina, revealing the terrifying ghost stories and paranormal encounters that have left visitors shaken, staff bewildered, and even skeptics questioning their own reality. Prepare yourself, because what you are about to hear will make you think twice before stepping into a hospital after dark. Haunted Hospital Number 1. Dorothea Dix Hospital, Raleigh. Dorothea Dix Hospital in Raleigh is widely regarded as one of the most haunted hospitals in North Carolina, a place where the walls seem to carry the whispers of centuries of suffering and the shadows of lives lost too soon. Established in the mid-19th century, Dorothea Dix was built to care for the mentally ill, but behind its grand facade lies a history steeped in tragedy, neglect, and unexplained occurrences that continue to haunt both the living and the dead. Walking through the sprawling corridors of Dorothea Dix, visitors and staff alike have reported hearing faint, disembodied voices, calling out names that seem to belong to no one present, echoing from empty wards as if the past is trying to reach the present. Some have claimed to see shadowy figures moving silently at the edge of vision, fleeting and elusive, vanishing when confronted directly. The hospital's abandoned wings are particularly chilling, with peeling paint, broken windows, and the eerie sensation that someone or something is watching from the darkened corners. Those who have dared to explore the hospital at night often speak of cold spots so sudden and intense that they feel like invisible hands gripping their shoulders, and of doors that open and close by themselves with no wind to explain the movement. Patients' old rooms, once filled with the pain and confusion of those suffering from mental illness, are said to be the epicenter of these paranormal activities. Some visitors have reported hearing the distinct sound of footsteps pacing down long hallways, though no one else is present, and others describe the faint sobbing of someone in distress, vanishing as quickly as it begins. Perhaps most unsettling are the stories of former patients who continue to haunt Dorothea Dix. Staff members have reported seeing fleeting glimpses of pale, gaunt figures in hospital gowns wandering the halls, sometimes stopping to stare directly at those brave enough to meet their gaze. These apparitions are often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread, as if the weight of despair from decades past is pressing down on anyone who enters. Many believe that the spirits of those who suffered and died here are trapped, unable to move on due to the traumas endured within these walls. The hospital's operating theaters and treatment rooms, now long abandoned, have also been the site of terrifying encounters. Visitors claim to have seen surgical tools seemingly move on their own, lights flickering despite the electricity being shut off, and the sudden, unexplained smell of antiseptic or decay lingering in the air. Some ghost hunters report hearing whispers of medical instructions, faint and fragmented, echoing from rooms that have been closed for years. Others have photographed orbs of light hovering in empty hallways, or caught shadowy figures reflected in mirrors where no one stands. Dorothea Dix Hospital's reputation as a haunted location is not limited to anecdotal accounts. Over the years, it has drawn the attention of paranormal investigators who consistently report high levels of unexplained activity. Electronic voice phenomena, cold anomalies, and sudden temperature drops have all been recorded, suggesting that the spirits of the hospital's former patients continue to linger, their presence palpable to anyone sensitive to the supernatural. For those who visit Dorothea Dix Hospital today, the experience is often both mesmerizing and terrifying. The sense of history and the echoes of lives long gone permeate every hallway, every crumbling room, and every shadowed corner. It is a place where the past refuses to remain buried, where the line between the living and the dead blurs, and where curiosity can quickly turn into fear. Even those who enter expecting nothing more than an old hospital soon find themselves questioning what is real, what is imagined, and what lurks unseen just beyond the corner of the eye. Dorothea Dix Hospital stands as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the lingering impact of suffering. Its halls are silent witnesses to decades of human struggle, yet in that silence, the stories of the past refuse to be forgotten. Whether you are a paranormal enthusiast, a history buff, or a brave soul seeking an encounter with the unknown, Dorothea Dix Hospital will test your courage, challenge your perceptions, and leave you with a lingering chill that stays long after you have left its grounds. This is only the beginning of North Carolina's haunted hospitals. Each one holds its own secrets, its own spirits, and its own tales of terror that make even the most skeptical pause before stepping through the doors. Dorothea Dix Hospital remains a place where the past is never truly gone, where whispers echo from the shadows, and where the brave and the curious come face to face with the lingering presence of those who cannot rest. Number 2. Central Regional Hospital, Butner. Central Regional Hospital in Butner is one of North Carolina's most infamous haunted hospitals, a place where the shadows of past patients linger and the air feels heavy with sorrow and dread. Established to care for individuals with mental illnesses, the hospital has a long history filled with stories of suffering, despair, and unexplained phenomena, making it a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors and staff alike report a sense of unease the moment they step onto the grounds, as if unseen eyes are constantly watching their every move, following them down dimly lit hallways and echoing corridors. Walking through the hospital, many have claimed to hear disembodied whispers calling out names, conversations that fade as quickly as they appear, and soft footsteps that follow them even when no one else is present. Some report seeing shadowy figures darting just beyond their line of sight, vanishing whenever they attempt to look directly at them. The abandoned wings of Central Regional Hospital are particularly notorious, with peeling paint, broken windows, and the lingering sense that the pain and fear of decades past have become permanently etched into the walls. Cold spots appear suddenly, freezing the air around visitors in a way that feels almost physical, and doors are said to open and close on their own. Many claim to have felt unseen hands brush against them, or even grab their shoulders, sending chills down their spine. Rooms once used for treatment are the epicenter of paranormal activity, with unexplained noises, flickering lights, and shadow figures appearing where no one should be. The hospital's past is heavy with stories of patients who suffered tragic fates, and many believe these restless spirits remain tethered to the place, replaying moments of despair endlessly. Staff members who have worked overnight shifts speak of hearing screams or cries echoing through the empty halls, only to find the building silent and empty moments later. Some have reported seeing apparitions of patients in old-fashioned hospital gowns, sometimes standing silently at the end of a hallway, sometimes moving slowly down the corridors, as if searching for something lost long ago. Visitors exploring after dark have experienced unexplained cold gusts, sudden drops in temperature, and feelings of being touched or pulled by invisible hands. Central Regional Hospital has long attracted paranormal investigators who report high levels of electronic voice phenomena and other inexplicable occurrences. Cameras have captured moving shadows and strange lights, and sensitive instruments detect temperature anomalies in rooms where no one is present. Many who enter the hospital describe it as a place where time feels distorted, where the boundary between the living and the dead seems impossibly thin, and where the echoes of past suffering are never far away. For those brave enough to visit, Central Regional Hospital is both fascinating and terrifying. The stories of its past, combined with the ongoing paranormal activity, create an atmosphere that is oppressive and unnerving. Hallways, patient rooms, and abandoned wings all carry the weight of decades of human suffering, and the lingering presence of those who have passed serves as a constant reminder that the hospital is not empty. Shadows move in corners, whispers drift through the air, and the sense of being watched never truly fades. Central Regional Hospital stands as a chilling testament to the history of mental health care in North Carolina and to the souls who may never have found peace. Its corridors are haunted by tragedy, its rooms echo with the past, and its presence reminds visitors that some places carry a darkness that is impossible to escape. Entering Central Regional Hospital is an experience that leaves a lasting impression, one that challenges perception, courage, and the understanding of the unknown. Number 3. Cherry Hospital, Goldsboro. Cherry Hospital in Goldsboro is known as one of North Carolina's most haunted institutions, a place where sorrow and unrest linger long after the patients have passed. Established in the early 20th century to care for those struggling with mental illness, Cherry Hospital's history is filled with tales of suffering, mistreatment, and unexplained events, making it a magnet for paranormal activity and ghost hunters alike. Visitors and staff often describe an overwhelming feeling of dread the moment they enter the hospital grounds, as if the very air is heavy with the anguish of decades past. Hallways echo with whispers that seem to come from nowhere, distant cries of pain that vanish when approached, and footsteps are often heard pacing down corridors with no living person in sight. The abandoned wings are particularly chilling, with peeling walls, broken windows, and the constant sensation that unseen eyes are tracking every movement. Cold spots appear without warning, sudden and intense enough to make the skin crawl, and doors swing open or slam shut despite no drafts or visible causes. Many recount feeling a ghostly presence brushing against them or standing too close in the darkness. The hospital rooms, once filled with the turmoil of patients, are the epicenter of paranormal encounters, with shadow figures, flickering lights, and disembodied voices that seem to plead or cry in despair. Some of the most terrifying experiences involve apparitions of former patients, still wandering the halls, dressed in old hospital gowns, their faces pale and hollow, sometimes lingering at the end of a corridor before disappearing entirely. Night shifts are particularly unnerving, with staff reporting sudden drops in temperature, phantom footsteps following them, and the sensation of being touched by invisible hands. Cherry Hospital's dark past only adds to the sense of unrest, as many patients endured difficult treatments, neglect, and tragedy, leaving behind spirits that some believe are unable to move on. Paranormal investigators frequently document unexplained phenomena here, including electronic voice phenomena, shadowy figures caught on camera, and objects moving on their own. Some have reported hearing the clanging of equipment, doors opening and closing, and whispers in languages or voices that are unrecognizable. Visitors often describe the hospital as a place where time seems to distort, where past and present blend, and where the living feel the heavy presence of those who suffered and never found peace. Walking through Cherry Hospital is an experience that is equal parts fascinating and horrifying. The weight of the past permeates every corridor, patient room, and abandoned wing, and the spirits of former patients seem to linger, replaying their anguish endlessly. Shadows dart in the corners, voices echo in the silence, and the sensation of being watched never truly fades. For those brave enough to explore it, Cherry Hospital provides a haunting glimpse into a history filled with pain, a chilling reminder that some places are touched by a darkness that refuses to leave. Cherry Hospital stands as a monument to the troubled past of mental health care in North Carolina, and to the souls who may still wander its halls. Its abandoned wings, echoing corridors, and patient rooms carry the weight of suffering and tragedy, and its paranormal activity ensures that visitors are never truly alone. Whether approached by the curious, the daring, or those fascinated by the supernatural, Cherry Hospital is a place where the past never dies, and where the echoes of pain remain vivid, persistent, and terrifying. The chilling tales from Cherry Hospital serve as a stark reminder that some places are haunted not only by spirits, but by history itself, where the experiences of the past leave indelible marks on the present. As visitors walk its halls, they step into the shadows of those who lived, suffered, and died within its walls, making every corner, every room, and every hallway a potential doorway to the unknown. Paranormal enthusiasts and thrill seekers alike often leave with a profound respect for the unseen and a lingering sense that Cherry Hospital is far from empty. Number 4. Broughton Hospital, Morganton. Broughton Hospital in Morganton is one of North Carolina's most notorious haunted locations, a place where shadows linger long after the living have gone, and the echoes of the past reverberate through empty hallways. Established in 1883 to serve individuals with mental illness, Broughton Hospital has a long and complex history, filled with stories of suffering, neglect, and unexplained paranormal activity that continues to draw ghost hunters and thrill seekers from across the country. Visitors report an immediate sense of unease upon entering the hospital grounds, as if invisible eyes are watching their every move. The air feels heavy, thick with the weight of countless souls who passed through its doors. Many describe hearing whispers echoing through the corridors, faint cries of distress that seem to come from nowhere, and the sound of footsteps pacing in rooms that are completely empty. The abandoned wings and unused patient rooms are particularly chilling, with broken windows, peeling paint, and a constant feeling of being followed. Sudden cold spots chill the skin as visitors walk through the hallways, and doors are known to open and close on their own. Shadows move in corners just beyond the line of sight, and some have felt unseen hands brush against them or grab their shoulders. The hospital's past is heavy, with tales of patients who suffered tragic fates, many of whom are believed to have left restless spirits behind, haunting the very walls where their lives unfolded. Night shifts at Broughton Hospital are particularly terrifying, with staff reporting unexplained noises, shadowy figures, and fleeting apparitions in the hallways. The sounds of whispers, footsteps, and distant cries often appear to follow individuals through the building, creating a sense of constant vigilance and dread. Apparitions of former patients dressed in old hospital attire are said to roam the halls, some silently observing, while others appear to replay moments of distress or confusion. Paranormal investigators frequently document unusual phenomena here, including electronic voice phenomena, sudden temperature drops, moving shadows, and objects inexplicably shifting position. Some have even captured lights flickering in rooms with no power or activity, reinforcing the notion that Broughton Hospital is a hotspot for ghostly activity. Visitors often remark that time feels distorted within its walls, and the boundary between the living and the dead seems unusually thin, creating an experience that is both unnerving and mesmerizing. Walking through Broughton Hospital is a journey into a world of the past, where the lives of those who suffered continue to make themselves known. Hallways, patient rooms, and abandoned wings are filled with a palpable sense of history and unresolved pain. Shadows flit across walls, disembodied voices echo through empty rooms, and the sense of being observed never fully fades for those brave enough to explore. Broughton Hospital provides an unforgettable, chilling encounter with the supernatural, a reminder that some places are permanently marked by the tragedies that occurred within them. Broughton Hospital stands as a somber testament to the history of mental health care in North Carolina, as well as the lingering presence of the individuals who never found peace. Its abandoned wings, echoing corridors, and patient rooms carry the weight of decades of suffering, ensuring that visitors are never truly alone. Whether approached by curious explorers, paranormal enthusiasts, or those drawn by the thrill of the unknown, Broughton Hospital is a place where the past remains vividly alive, where the echoes of anguish are omnipresent, and where darkness and despair are never far away. The haunting stories of Broughton Hospital serve as a reminder that some locations are not merely haunted by spirits, but by history itself, where the experiences of those who lived and suffered within its walls leave permanent imprints on the present. Walking through Broughton Hospital is a deeply unsettling experience, one that challenges courage, perception, and understanding of the unknown. Shadows and whispers serve as constant reminders that the spirits of the past are never truly gone, and that the hospital remains a living monument to unresolved tragedy and paranormal mystery. Those who enter Broughton Hospital often leave with a lingering sense of reverence and fear, aware that the building is more than brick and mortar, but a vessel for memories, pain, and the supernatural. Paranormal investigators, thrill seekers, and history enthusiasts alike find themselves captivated and terrified in equal measure. As visitors traverse its corridors, they come face to face with a presence that is impossible to ignore, a reminder that some souls are too restless to move on, and some places are too haunted to ever be forgotten. Number 5. Western State Hospital, Bolivar. Western State Hospital in Bolivar, Tennessee, is notorious as one of the most haunted medical facilities in the state. Its dark history and unsettling atmosphere have made it a magnet for paranormal enthusiasts, ghost hunters, and those fascinated by the supernatural. Established in 1891, this psychiatric hospital has seen over a century of patients, treatments, and tragedies. Many of the stories surrounding the hospital involve unexplained sounds, shadowy figures, and an overwhelming feeling of being watched, creating an environment where the boundary between the living and the dead feels incredibly thin. Visitors to Western State Hospital report a variety of disturbing experiences, from cold drafts that suddenly chill the body to eerie whispers that seem to come from empty rooms. Hallways echo with footsteps that have no source. Doors open and close on their own, and lights flicker for no apparent reason. Staff and investigators alike describe seeing figures in hospital attire, walking silently through abandoned wings, sometimes pausing to observe intruders before vanishing into thin air. The presence of so many souls over decades of patient care has left an indelible mark, making the hospital a hotspot for paranormal activity. Abandoned wards and unused patient rooms are particularly unnerving, with peeling paint, broken windows, and a pervasive sense of isolation. Shadows dart in the corners of vision, and some visitors have claimed to feel unseen hands brush against them or even pull at their clothing. The hospital's past includes countless accounts of patients who endured harsh treatments and tragic ends, contributing to the restless energy that many believe still lingers. Paranormal investigators have documented unusual phenomena, including unexplained noises, sudden temperature drops, moving objects, and apparitions that appear and disappear without warning. Nighttime at Western State Hospital is especially eerie, with darkness amplifying every creak, groan, and whisper. Footsteps echo along the corridors, sometimes following visitors from room to room, and shadowy figures are reported pacing the hallways, their forms indistinct yet undeniably human. Visitors often describe an oppressive feeling, as if the building itself is alive and aware of every movement. Every creaking floorboard or rustling sound heightens tension, reminding those present that the hospital is not a place of ordinary rest, but a realm where spirits linger. The history of Western State Hospital adds to its haunting aura. Stories of mistreatment, despair, and unexplained deaths permeate its past. Many visitors feel an immediate sense of dread upon entering, sensing the weight of decades of pain and suffering that seem to saturate the very walls. Paranormal investigations often capture ghostly voices on electronic devices, orbs of light floating in empty corridors, and sudden, inexplicable drops in temperature, reinforcing the perception that the hospital is a living monument to tragedy. Walking through Western State Hospital is a journey into a chilling past, where the lives of former patients continue to echo through time. Rooms that once held the sick and dying now act as conduits for paranormal phenomena. Shadows flit across walls, disembodied voices whisper in the dark, and the sense of being watched never fully dissipates. For those brave enough to explore, Western State Hospital offers a visceral, terrifying encounter with the supernatural, a reminder that some locations are permanently imprinted by the events that occurred within them. The hospital's abandoned wings and long hallways are particularly notorious, with peeling paint, broken furniture, and the smell of antiseptic lingering faintly in the air. Every step feels heavy and tense. Visitors often report hearing cries for help, sudden footsteps, or the slamming of doors in areas that are otherwise deserted. Shadows appear and disappear in the corners of vision, leaving onlookers questioning their own senses. The eerie ambiance makes it clear that this is a place where the living and the dead are never entirely separate. Western State Hospital continues to draw ghost hunters and thrill seekers, eager to experience its paranormal activity firsthand. Each visitor reports unique and chilling encounters, from fleeting apparitions to the sensation of unseen presences brushing past them. Electronic devices sometimes pick up unusual sounds, and paranormal investigators often document lights turning on and off without explanation. Some have even captured the faint outlines of figures moving through hallways in video footage, reinforcing the hospital's reputation as a haunted site of high paranormal activity. The haunting at Western State Hospital is not limited to the physical. Many describe an oppressive energy that seems to permeate the air, weighing on the mind and body. Visitors feel watched constantly, as if invisible eyes are tracking their every move. Sudden cold spots intensify the feeling of dread, while disembodied voices echo in the distance, telling stories of lives lived, endured, and lost within these walls. The hospital is a reminder that certain places retain the memory of human suffering long after the living have left. Exploring Western State Hospital is a test of courage and curiosity. As visitors navigate its dark hallways and abandoned rooms, they confront both the history of mental health care and the lingering spirits that call the hospital home. Shadows, whispers, and the faint impression of human forms are common, making each step a journey into the unknown. Those who enter often leave with a sense of awe, fear, and reverence, understanding that this is a place where the past is never truly gone and the supernatural feels tangible. Western State Hospital remains a chilling testament to the history of mental health care in Tennessee and to the restless spirits who never found peace. Its halls echo with stories of despair. Its abandoned wings whisper with the memories of the departed, and its presence continues to captivate those drawn to the paranormal. For those who dare to visit, it offers a uniquely terrifying experience, a reminder that some locations are permanently haunted by the souls that walked their halls and by the tragedies that unfolded within them. Whether approached by paranormal investigators, thrill seekers, or those simply curious about the unknown, Western State Hospital in Bolivar provides an unforgettable encounter with the supernatural. Hallways, rooms, and abandoned wings carry the weight of a troubled past, ensuring that every visitor senses the lingering presence of the past. Shadows flit across walls, whispers echo endlessly, and the feeling of being watched never fades. Those brave enough to explore will understand why this hospital has earned its reputation as one of Tennessee's most haunted sites. Number 6. Rex Hospital, Raleigh. Rex Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina, has long been regarded as one of the most haunted hospitals in the state. Its long and storied history of medical care, suffering, and tragic deaths has created an atmosphere thick with lingering energy and unexplained phenomena. Visitors and staff frequently report strange occurrences that cannot be easily explained, from flickering lights in empty hallways to sudden drops in temperature that chill the air and leave the skin crawling. Many of these experiences are concentrated in the older wings of the hospital, areas that have witnessed decades of illness, injury, and human desperation. The halls that were once filled with the bustle of patients and staff now echo with a strange silence, broken only by faint footsteps or the creak of a floorboard where no one is present. Doors are known to open and close by themselves, and the subtle hum of the building sometimes carries whispers that seem to float on the air, as if the walls themselves are trying to communicate with the living. Those who have spent time within Rex Hospital speak often of the overwhelming sensation of being watched. Shadows appear in the corners of vision, only to vanish when looked at directly, creating a sense that unseen forces are moving among the hallways. Staff have reported seeing figures in hospital gowns walking the corridors only to disappear when approached, Visitors sometimes feel soft touches on their shoulders or the sensation of being brushed past by invisible hands. These occurrences are often accompanied by sudden and unexplained cold spots, a phenomenon that heightens the feeling that something is very wrong. The hospital's long legacy of human suffering seems to have left traces of the spirits of those who passed away without peace. Some of these souls may linger, unwilling to leave the building or the memories of their lives and deaths. Nighttime in Rex Hospital intensifies these eerie experiences. Dimly lit hallways become a stage for strange and unsettling events. Shadows stretch across walls in unnatural ways, and lights flicker without any logical electrical cause. Faint whispers echo through empty corridors, sometimes in what seems to be recognizable words, sometimes just unintelligible murmurs. Visitors describe a sense that the building is alive, watching, and reacting to their presence. The sound of distant footsteps, the clatter of objects moving on their own, and the faint cry of a person who is not there create a pervasive atmosphere of tension and dread. The older wings, less frequently used, are known to be particularly active. Figures are often reported at the end of hallways, silent and motionless, before vanishing entirely when approached. The basement and storage areas of Rex Hospital are particularly notorious for paranormal activity. Many have reported hearing whispers calling their names when no one else is present. Doors slam or open by themselves, and cold spots in these areas are sudden and intense, leaving a physical chill that can be felt to the bone. Shadows are often glimpsed moving across walls or around corners, only to disappear the moment they are directly observed. Paranormal investigators have recorded anomalies with electronic devices, such as cameras malfunctioning, recording static, or capturing unexplained orbs of light. These experiences suggest that some form of energy permeates the hospital, a lingering presence of the countless lives and deaths that have passed through its halls. The history of Rex Hospital contributes significantly to its haunted reputation. Over decades of operation, countless patients have sought treatment here. Many were gravely ill and did not survive. The presence of these individuals, some possibly unwilling to leave, seems to hang over the hospital in a palpable way. Stories abound of shadowy figures appearing in patient rooms, of lights flickering with no cause, and of whispers echoing through hallways long after visiting hours. Staff report hearing faint conversations from rooms that are empty, or the sound of footsteps that follow them through corridors, even when they are alone. The combination of subtle and overt experiences creates a chilling environment that has drawn the attention of ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts for decades. There are also accounts of objects moving inexplicably within the hospital. Chairs slide across floors, medical equipment shifts without explanation, and doors that were locked securely are sometimes found open. Some visitors have reported hearing the faint ringing of a bell or the sound of a wheelchair rolling down a corridor when no one else is present. These manifestations are not confined to one area, but appear throughout the older sections of the building. Even the modern wings of the hospital are said to be occasionally affected by these phenomena, suggesting that the energy present within the hospital is not easily contained. Patients and visitors alike describe a sense of unease that is almost tangible. Many have reported that their skin feels prickly or their hair stands on end as they walk through certain parts of the hospital. Some have experienced sudden feelings of nausea or dizziness in the presence of a ghostly figure. Others have felt an overwhelming sense of sadness or despair that cannot be attributed to the hospital's atmosphere alone. Paranormal experts often note that these sensations are consistent with places that retain strong residual energy from traumatic events or intense emotions. And Rex Hospital has a history filled with such occurrences. Even today, the hospital continues to attract those intrigued by the paranormal. Ghost hunters and investigators document the area meticulously, setting up cameras, recording audio, and monitoring electronic devices. Many capture unexplainable anomalies, from glowing orbs to fleeting images in recordings. Visitors continue to report encounters with shadowy figures, voices calling their names, and sudden, inexplicable cold spots. The hospital remains a magnet for curiosity seekers and those drawn to haunted locations, all drawn by the stories of lingering spirits that refuse to rest. Rex Hospital is more than just a medical facility. It is a place where the past lives alongside the present, a building that holds memories, energy, and the echoes of lives lost within its walls. The haunting experiences reported here serve as a reminder of the powerful presence that humans leave behind and the impact that a place of suffering can have on the living. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, entering Rex Hospital is an experience that will stay with you long after you leave. The memories of its ghostly residents following you quietly, unnervingly, and persistently. Number 7. WakeMed Hospital, Raleigh. WakeMed Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina, is widely regarded as one of the most unsettling and haunted medical facilities in the state. With decades of history as a place of life, death, and human suffering, it has accumulated a chilling reputation among staff, patients, and paranormal enthusiasts alike. From flickering lights in empty hallways to unexplained cold spots and shadowy figures, many who enter this hospital report experiences that defy logical explanation. The older sections of the hospital, in particular, seem to harbor lingering energy, where the echoes of past tragedies reverberate through the halls, creating a pervasive atmosphere of unease that can be felt by anyone who walks through its corridors. Visitors often speak of hearing faint whispers where no one is present, the sound of footsteps echoing down long hallways, and the subtle creak of doors opening and closing on their own. Some report seeing indistinct figures standing at the end of corridors or peering from darkened corners, only to vanish when approached. These shadowy presences appear to move with purpose, sometimes crossing rooms or hallways, leaving a sense that the hospital is alive with unseen activity. Many staff members, particularly those who work night shifts, have shared experiences of cold air suddenly sweeping through rooms, lights flickering in patterns, or equipment behaving strangely without any apparent cause. The emergency and intensive care units are often the epicenters of paranormal reports. Patients, visitors, and even healthcare workers have described sensations of being watched, touched by invisible hands, or feeling sudden drops in temperature that leave their skin tingling. Some have reported hearing the faint sounds of patients crying or moaning from rooms that have been empty for hours. Objects, including medical equipment, have been observed moving or shifting without explanation, adding to the hospital's eerie reputation. Paranormal investigators have set up cameras and audio recording devices in several of these areas, capturing anomalies such as unexplained shadows, orbs of light, and electronic disturbances. WakeMed Hospital's history contributes to its haunted nature. Over the decades, countless lives have passed through its doors, with many patients succumbing to illness or injury. The lingering presence of those who have suffered or died may be responsible for the strange occurrences reported today. Stories abound of ghostly figures walking the corridors in hospital gowns or scrubs, sometimes appearing to interact with the living by moving objects or producing unexplained sounds. These experiences are often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of sadness or despair, suggesting that the emotions and energy of the past have left an imprint on the building itself. Nighttime is when WakeMed's paranormal activity intensifies. The dimly lit corridors seem to amplify shadows and distort perceptions, creating the perfect environment for eerie experiences. The sounds of distant footsteps, whispers, or even soft cries can unsettle anyone walking the halls alone. Lights flicker and electrical devices occasionally malfunction without warning. Many visitors have reported feeling a presence standing just behind them or hearing their name called when no one else is present. The hospital, while a place of healing by day, transforms at night into a labyrinth of haunted activity that has made even the bravest staff members question what lurks in its corridors. The basement and storage areas of WakeMed are particularly infamous for unexplained phenomena. Whispering voices, cold drafts, and fleeting shadows are commonly reported here. Doors open and close, seemingly by themselves, and some have even felt the sensation of being lightly touched by a presence when no one else is around. Paranormal investigators have documented these occurrences, often capturing unexplained movements or lights on video, lending credibility to the tales of hauntings. These manifestations appear to be residual energy, the lingering traces of countless lives, fears, and experiences imprinted on the hospital environment. Patients, visitors, and hospital staff all describe a heavy, almost tangible feeling in certain areas of WakeMed Hospital. A sense of unease pervades the air, making the hairs on the back of the neck stand up and causing sudden feelings of dread or anxiety. Some individuals have reported vivid dreams or visions of figures standing near their beds, watching silently. Others have experienced a sense of being followed or touched while walking through corridors. Even modern sections of the hospital occasionally exhibit inexplicable phenomena, suggesting that the building itself is saturated with energy from its long history of human suffering and emotional turmoil. WakeMed Hospital continues to draw the attention of paranormal investigators and ghost enthusiasts from across North Carolina and beyond. Researchers often document the strange occurrences using cameras, audio recorders, and other electronic equipment, frequently capturing anomalies such as shadow figures, moving objects, or sudden temperature fluctuations. Visitors are often struck by the intense atmosphere of the hospital, where the line between the living and the dead feels blurred. Whether it is the faint sound of voices, the sight of a shadowy figure, or the unexplained movement of objects, WakeMed Hospital offers a chilling and unforgettable experience for anyone willing to step inside. The combination of historical significance, human suffering, and paranormal activity makes WakeMed Hospital a place that is both fascinating and terrifying. It serves as a reminder that buildings, especially those that have witnessed life and death, can hold on to energy and memories of those who came before. For skeptics and believers alike, walking the halls of WakeMed Hospital is an experience that leaves a lasting impression. The echoes of past patients, the cries of the sick, and the movements of unseen figures create an environment that is impossible to ignore, a chilling testament to the enduring presence of spirits in a place where so many have passed. WakeMed Hospital remains an active medical facility, but its reputation as a haunted location continues to grow. Stories of ghostly figures, unexplained sounds, and mysterious shadows persist, drawing curious visitors, ghost hunters, and thrill seekers. The hospital's long history and the tragedies that occurred within its walls have left an indelible mark on the building, making it a hotspot for paranormal encounters. Each visitor's experience is unique, But the common thread is an undeniable feeling that the hospital is watched over by unseen eyes, a place where the past and present coexist in an unsettling harmony. Number 8. Cape Fear Valley Medical Center, Fayetteville. Cape Fear Valley Medical Center in Fayetteville, North Carolina, is not only a place where lives are saved and patients heal, but also a location steeped in stories of eerie encounters and paranormal activity. The hospital has a long and complex history, with decades of medical care that have seen triumphs, tragedies, and countless moments of human suffering. Over the years, staff, patients, and visitors have reported numerous strange and unexplained phenomena that suggest the presence of spirits lingering within the facility. From flickering lights to cold spots and ghostly figures, the stories of hauntings here are unsettling and have made the hospital a notable location for those interested in the paranormal. Many employees describe walking the halls at night and feeling a sudden drop in temperature, as if an unseen presence has passed by. The sensation of being watched is frequently reported, and some have heard whispering voices or soft footsteps where no one else is present. In certain rooms, particularly older wings of the hospital, medical staff have reported objects moving without explanation, doors opening and closing on their own, and even the faint sound of crying or moaning. These occurrences have created a tense atmosphere for those working late hours, where every shadow and creak of the floorboards can feel ominous. Patients and visitors have also shared experiences that defy logical explanation. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures standing at the end of hallways or moving through rooms, disappearing when approached. Others describe sudden chills, the sensation of being touched by invisible hands, or hearing their names called by disembodied voices. These encounters are often accompanied by an overwhelming feeling of sadness or despair, suggesting that the energy of the past may still linger within the hospital walls. Many speculate that the spirits are those of patients who have passed away, nurses who dedicated their lives to caring for others, or even doctors whose presence remains etched into the building over time. The emergency and intensive care areas of Cape Fear Valley Medical Center are frequently cited as hotspots for paranormal activity. Staff members working overnight shifts often recount hearing strange noises, such as footsteps echoing down empty corridors, whispers coming from vacant rooms, and equipment behaving erratically. Some have even captured audio anomalies during routine checks, including unexplained voices and electronic disturbances. Investigators note that these manifestations are consistent with residual energy, where the intense emotions and events of the past continue to leave an imprint on the environment. In addition to ghostly apparitions and unexplained sounds, there are reports of visual phenomena, such as flickering lights, shadowy movements, and sudden changes in the atmosphere. These experiences have been documented both by hospital staff and paranormal investigators, who have set up cameras and audio recording devices throughout the facility. On video, shadowy figures can sometimes be seen moving in areas where no living person is present, while audio devices pick up faint whispers and indistinct sounds. Many of these occurrences happen in older parts of the hospital, where the building's long history of patient care and loss seems to have left a lasting mark. Cape Fear Valley Medical Center's haunted reputation has made it a point of interest for ghost enthusiasts and paranormal investigators. The hospital's unique combination of modern medical care and historical significance creates a fascinating backdrop for ghost stories. Investigators have noted that certain hallways and patient rooms tend to have more frequent activity, with reports of cold drafts, sudden movements, and the sensation of being followed. These experiences are often accompanied by a heavy, oppressive feeling in the air, creating an environment that can be both frightening and awe-inspiring for those who encounter it. The stories of hauntings at Cape Fear Valley Medical Center serve as a reminder that places filled with human emotion and history can retain energy long after the original events have passed. The hospital is not only a center for healing, but also a repository of memories, some of which seem to linger in ways that challenge rational understanding. Staff members who have worked there for many years often recount tales of unexplained activity, from doors opening on their own to fleeting glimpses of figures in hallways. Patients have occasionally described seeing the silhouettes of nurses or doctors from decades past, moving silently through the halls. Nighttime is when the hospital's eerie energy is most palpable. The quiet of the building amplifies every sound, and the dim lighting casts shadows that seem to move with a life of their own. Many report hearing faint conversations, the rolling of gurneys down empty corridors, or soft knocks on doors that cannot be explained. Some even claim to have seen apparitions dressed in hospital gowns or scrubs from previous decades, moving purposefully as if they were still performing their duties. These experiences create an unsettling atmosphere for anyone walking through the hospital at night, making it a prime location for paranormal encounters. Cape Fear Valley Medical Center continues to operate as a modern healthcare facility, providing essential services to the Fayetteville community. However, the stories of hauntings persist, attracting the attention of ghost hunters and curious visitors alike. The combination of historical significance, emotional energy, and unexplained phenomena ensures that the hospital remains a focal point for paranormal interest. For those brave enough to explore its corridors, Cape Fear Valley Medical Center offers a chilling experience where the line between the living and the spirit world seems to blur, leaving a lasting impression on all who enter. Whether it is the flickering lights, sudden cold spots, shadowy figures, or disembodied voices, Cape Fear Valley Medical Center stands as a haunting reminder that history, emotion, and human experience can leave an indelible mark on a place. Those who have walked its halls alone or at night often report sensations of unease, the sense of being observed, or the presence of entities beyond the natural realm. For skeptics, these experiences may be dismissed as imagination, but for those who have lived them, the encounters are vivid, terrifying, and impossible to ignore. The hospital's long-standing reputation, coupled with the numerous eyewitness accounts from staff, patients, and visitors, solidifies Cape Fear Valley Medical Center as one of North Carolina's most haunted hospitals. Its reputation continues to grow as more individuals report paranormal experiences, adding to the rich tapestry of ghost stories and unexplained occurrences. Every hallway, patient room, and corridor seems to hold its own story, a fragment of the countless lives that have passed through its doors. Cape Fear Valley Medical Center remains an active and vital healthcare facility, yet its haunted legacy continues to draw attention. Paranormal investigators, ghost enthusiasts, and the curious alike are drawn to its history and the numerous tales of ghostly encounters. Walking through its halls at night offers a chilling glimpse into the past, where unseen presences seem to linger, creating an atmosphere that is simultaneously fascinating and terrifying. For those seeking a true haunted experience, Cape Fear Valley Medical Center in Fayetteville provides a haunting adventure that is unforgettable and deeply unsettling. Number 9. Vidant Medical Center, Greenville. Vidant Medical Center in Greenville, North Carolina, is a sprawling hospital that serves thousands of patients each year, providing modern medical care while also carrying a reputation steeped in chilling tales of paranormal activity. Known for its history of patient care and the emotional intensity that fills its halls, Vedant Medical Center has become a hotspot for reports of ghostly encounters, unexplained noises, and strange phenomena that continue to intrigue both hospital staff and paranormal enthusiasts alike. Over the years, countless individuals working overnight shifts, visiting loved ones, or receiving care have reported experiences that defy logical explanation, suggesting that the energy of the past lingers within the hospital walls. Many employees recount feeling sudden temperature drops in certain areas, especially in the older sections of the building where the structure's history runs deep. Cold spots are frequently reported in hallways, patient rooms, and stairwells, often accompanied by the sensation of being watched. Staff members have shared stories of hearing whispering voices, calling out names when no one else is present, the faint sound of footsteps echoing down empty corridors, and the mysterious opening and closing of doors. These unsettling experiences have made some employees wary of working alone at night, while others have become accustomed to the presence, accepting it as a part of the hospital's unique character. Patients and visitors have also reported unnerving encounters. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures in the corners of rooms or moving along hallways, disappearing when approached. Others describe hearing disembodied voices or the soft sound of a child crying, even when no patients are present in the vicinity. There are reports of objects moving on their own, including medical equipment, chairs, and personal items, which have led many to believe that spirits may be attempting to communicate or simply wandering the halls. These accounts suggest that the hospital retains residual energy from its past, a lingering imprint of the many lives that have passed through its doors. Certain areas of Vedant Medical Center are particularly notorious for paranormal activity. Intensive care units, older wings, and stairwells seem to attract more reports of unexplained phenomena than other sections of the hospital. Staff members working overnight shifts often describe hearing footsteps following them through hallways, whispers that cannot be traced to any source, and sudden electronic malfunctions in medical equipment. Paranormal investigators have visited the hospital on multiple occasions and have documented unusual occurrences, including shadowy figures captured on video, audio recordings of whispers, and unexplained anomalies in the environment. Nighttime is especially active for paranormal experiences at Vedant Medical Center. The quiet of the hospital amplifies every creak of the floor, every whisper of the wind outside, and the faint humming of the hospital's machinery. Shadows seem to stretch and move with a life of their own, and many individuals report an overwhelming sense of unease when walking alone through dimly lit corridors. Some have even witnessed fleeting apparitions, such as figures dressed in scrubs from decades past, or ethereal shapes gliding silently across hallways. These encounters often leave a lasting impression, with those experiencing them describing feelings of fear, curiosity, and disbelief simultaneously. Staff members have noted patterns in the hauntings, suggesting that certain rooms or areas are focal points for supernatural activity. Patient rooms in the older wings of the hospital are particularly well known for mysterious disturbances. Objects left on tables or counters may appear in different locations. Doors may creak open or slam shut on their own, and the faint sounds of conversation can sometimes be heard when the rooms are empty. These occurrences have been investigated by paranormal researchers who believe the hospital holds a significant amount of residual energy, with past events, emotions, and experiences etched into the very walls of the building. Vedant Medical Center's haunted reputation extends beyond mere whispers and shadows. There are stories of medical staff encountering full apparitions of former nurses, doctors, or patients. Some have seen figures moving silently along hallways, performing tasks as if they were still living, while others have felt gentle touches or been startled by cold hands brushing against their skin. Patients have reported seeing shapes at the foot of their beds, hearing disembodied voices offering comfort, and feeling an unseen presence throughout their stay. These encounters add to the hospital's mystique and contribute to its status as one of North Carolina's most haunted medical facilities. Paranormal investigators are particularly drawn to Vidant Medical Center because of its rich history and documented accounts of ghostly activity. The hospital's long-standing presence in the community, combined with the emotionally charged environment of a medical facility, makes it a prime location for supernatural phenomena. Investigators often use cameras, audio recording devices, and thermal imaging to document unusual occurrences, frequently capturing anomalies that cannot be explained by natural causes. These findings continue to fuel local legends and stories, solidifying Vidant Medical Center's reputation as a place where the veil between the living and the spirit world is thin. For those who are skeptical, many of these stories may seem like coincidence or imagination, yet the consistency and volume of reports suggest something more is at play. Staff members, patients, and visitors alike have shared strikingly similar accounts of paranormal encounters, from sudden cold drafts to fleeting figures and inexplicable sounds. These experiences serve as a reminder that locations with deep human history, emotional intensity, and significant life events can retain energy that manifests in ways that challenge rational understanding. Vidant Medical Center continues to operate as a modern healthcare facility, providing essential services to the Greenville community. However, its haunted legacy persists, drawing attention from ghost enthusiasts, paranormal investigators, and curious locals. Walking its halls after dark offers an eerie and unsettling glimpse into a world where past and present seem to coexist. The hospital remains a living institution, yet the whispers, shadows, and apparitions remind everyone that the spirits of those who came before may still linger, leaving a mark that is impossible to erase. Whether it is the flickering lights, sudden cold spots, disembodied voices, or shadowy figures moving silently through corridors, Vidant Medical Center stands as a chilling testament to the lingering presence of the past. Staff members who have worked there for years often recount stories of ghostly encounters that defy explanation, from moving objects to spectral figures appearing and disappearing at will. Visitors who walk through the hospital at night frequently report a sense of being watched or followed, a feeling that cannot easily be ignored. The hospital's haunted reputation continues to grow as more accounts of supernatural experiences emerge, making Vidant Medical Center one of North Carolina's most fascinating and terrifying haunted locations. It serves as a reminder that the energy of human emotion, life, and death can leave an enduring impression, creating an environment where the natural and supernatural intertwine. For those brave enough to explore its halls, Vidant Medical Center offers a haunting, unforgettable experience where the echoes of the past are never far away. Number 10. Mission Hospital, Asheville. Mission Hospital in Asheville, North Carolina, is a sprawling medical facility that has long been recognized not only for its healthcare services, but also for its chilling reputation as one of the most haunted hospitals in the state. Over the years, patients, staff members, and visitors have reported a multitude of paranormal encounters that defy rational explanation, making Mission Hospital a hotspot for ghost stories and eerie experiences that continue to unsettle those who pass through its doors. The hospital's long history, and the countless lives that have moved through its halls create an atmosphere thick with energy. And many believe that the spirits of the past still linger, making themselves known in subtle and sometimes terrifying ways. Many of the hospital's employees have shared accounts of strange occurrences that leave them both fearful and intrigued. Overnight staff members often describe hearing footsteps echoing through empty corridors, the faint sound of distant whispers, or sudden knocks coming from behind closed doors. Some have felt the sensation of being watched when no one else is nearby, while others have experienced unexplained temperature drops in specific areas, particularly in the older wings of the hospital. Cold spots often accompany these encounters, leaving a chilling impression that cannot be explained by air conditioning or drafts. Patients and visitors have reported equally unsettling experiences. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking in corners or gliding silently along the hallways, disappearing when approached. Others describe hearing voices calling their names, crying, or speaking in languages that are unfamiliar, despite no one else being present in the vicinity. There are stories of objects moving on their own, including chairs, medical equipment, and personal belongings. Some visitors have even felt gentle touches on their shoulders or arms, a sensation that cannot be attributed to anyone physically present. Certain sections of Mission Hospital are notorious for heightened paranormal activity. Patient rooms in older areas of the building are frequently cited in reports of ghostly phenomena. Doors may open or close, seemingly on their own. Lights may flicker without explanation, and soft sounds of conversation or crying can be heard even when the rooms are empty. Stairwells and hallways are also prime locations for mysterious sightings and strange noises. Staff members working late-night shifts often report fleeting glimpses of figures in scrubs from decades past, moving silently as if performing their duties from long ago. Nighttime is especially active at Mission Hospital, as the quiet and dimly lit corridors seem to amplify every sound and shadow. The stillness allows the paranormal activity to become more noticeable, and many who work overnight report feelings of unease or dread that they cannot explain. Some have reported hearing the sounds of wheels rolling across hallways, doors creaking, or medical carts moving without being pushed. Others have felt the cold, invisible brush of a hand across their skin, or sensed a presence standing just behind them. These experiences are often accompanied by an inexplicable sense of familiarity, as if the spirits attempting to communicate were once part of the hospital in life. Paranormal investigators have visited Mission Hospital multiple times to document these eerie occurrences. Using video cameras, audio recorders, and other investigative equipment, they have captured unusual phenomena that remain unexplained. Shadowy figures, flickering lights, and audio anomalies are frequently recorded in the hospital's older wings, stairwells, and patient rooms. Some investigators suggest that the hospital holds a significant amount of residual energy, with events from the past imprinting themselves onto the environment. This energy is believed to manifest in visual, auditory, and tactile experiences that both terrify and fascinate those who encounter them. Many employees have noted that the hospital seems to have certain areas where paranormal activity is more concentrated. These hotspots often include patient rooms in older sections of the building, the emergency department, stairwells, and certain hallways that staff frequently avoid during late-night shifts. Accounts from nurses, doctors, and cleaning staff describe cold spots, moving objects, unexplained noises, and shadowy figures that cannot be attributed to natural causes. These encounters have created a culture of awareness among the staff, with some treating the paranormal occurrences as a part of the hospital's character, while others remain wary and cautious when alone at night. Visitors and patients also frequently report unsettling experiences at Mission Hospital. Some have seen faint apparitions in the corner of their vision, only to disappear when they look directly at them. Others have experienced the sensation of being touched by an unseen presence, or hearing whispers calling their names. Shadowy figures are often reported in hallways and patient rooms, sometimes appearing briefly and disappearing as quickly as they came. Many describe an overwhelming feeling of being watched, accompanied by sudden chills that run down the spine, leaving them uneasy long after they have left the hospital. Despite the eerie reputation, Mission Hospital remains a functioning medical facility, providing essential care to the Asheville community. The paranormal activity, however, has become a part of the hospital's identity, drawing attention from ghost enthusiasts, curious locals, and paranormal investigators. Walking through the hallways at night can be a chilling experience, as the combination of darkness, history, and unexplained phenomena creates an atmosphere unlike any other. Staff members, particularly those who work overnight, have learned to coexist with these supernatural occurrences, often sharing stories and experiences with colleagues, keeping the legend alive. For those brave enough to explore Mission Hospital's haunted halls, the experience is unforgettable. From flickering lights and cold drafts to ghostly apparitions and the sensation of unseen hands, the hospital offers a glimpse into a world where the past and present coexist. The stories of shadowy figures, disembodied voices, and moving objects serve as a reminder that human emotion and experience can leave an indelible mark on the physical world. Whether a visitor is skeptical or a believer, the accounts of staff, patients, and investigators make it clear that Mission Hospital is a place where the supernatural lingers, challenging our understanding of reality. Vidant Medical Center and Mission Hospital are two of North Carolina's most chilling haunted hospitals. They exemplify how locations filled with human emotion, life, and death can retain energy that manifests in unsettling ways. Visitors, staff, and paranormal investigators alike are drawn to these hospitals not only for their medical significance, but for the spine-chilling stories that continue to emerge from their corridors. From cold spots and shadowy figures to disembodied voices and moving objects, Mission Hospital offers an eerie and unforgettable experience that leaves a lasting impression on all who enter. The lingering presence of spirits at Mission Hospital reminds us that even in places dedicated to healing, the echoes of the past cannot be ignored. Every hallway, patient room, and stairwell holds a story, an imprint of the countless lives that have passed through the building. The hospital's paranormal activity continues to be reported consistently, ensuring its place among North Carolina's most haunted locations and giving brave visitors a chilling yet fascinating experience. Number 11. UNC Hospitals, Chapel Hill. UNC Hospitals in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, is one of the state's largest and most prominent medical centers, known for its advanced healthcare services, research, and patient care. However, beneath the bustling activity and state-of-the-art facilities lies a chilling reputation that has long intrigued both locals and paranormal enthusiasts. Over the years, UNC Hospitals has become infamous for a variety of unexplained occurrences that leave visitors, patients, and staff with an unsettling feeling that they are not alone. The combination of the hospital's age, history, and the countless lives that have passed through its halls has created an atmosphere thick with residual energy, giving rise to numerous reports of ghostly phenomena that defy rational explanation. Many staff members working late-night shifts have recounted hearing footsteps echoing through empty corridors, doors opening and closing on their own, and the distant sounds of whispers or soft crying. These unexplained occurrences are particularly common in the older wings of the hospital, where the architecture and history seem to amplify the sense of unease. Some employees describe the sensation of being watched, as if unseen eyes are following their movements, while others have felt sudden cold drafts in areas where no ventilation or air conditioning should produce such chills. The presence of these cold spots is often accompanied by an eerie silence, broken only by faint sounds that cannot be traced to any human source. Patients and visitors have also reported unsettling experiences during their time at UNC hospitals. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures moving along hallways or disappearing into walls, while others describe hearing their names being called when no one else is present. There are accounts of flickering lights, sudden mechanical noises, and objects moving without explanation, which contribute to a sense of unease that can be difficult to shake. Visitors often report feelings of dread in certain parts of the hospital, particularly during the night or in isolated areas such as stairwells, utility corridors, and older patient rooms. Certain sections of UNC hospitals appear to be hotspots for paranormal activity. Hallways, stairwells, and older patient rooms are consistently mentioned in reports of ghostly encounters. Doors may slam shut unexpectedly, medical carts may appear to move on their own, and lights may flicker even when there is no electrical malfunction. Some staff members have described fleeting glimpses of figures dressed in older hospital attire, moving silently as if performing their duties from a bygone era. These experiences are often accompanied by a profound sense of familiarity, as if the spirits inhabiting the space were once part of the hospital community themselves. The nighttime hours seem to heighten the supernatural activity at UNC hospitals. As the corridors fall silent and most staff leave, the strange occurrences often become more noticeable. Many night shift employees report hearing the soft sounds of conversation or the rolling of hospital beds and wheelchairs when no one else is around. Others have sensed invisible touches on their arms or shoulders, or felt an inexplicable pressure in certain rooms. These experiences can be brief, but leave a lasting impression, contributing to the hospital's reputation as one of North Carolina's most haunted medical facilities. Paranormal investigators have visited UNC hospitals on multiple occasions to document the reported phenomena. Using audio recorders, video cameras, and other investigative equipment, they have captured unexplained sounds, shadowy figures, and flickering lights that cannot be easily explained by natural causes. Many investigators suggest that the hospital retains a significant amount of residual energy, a byproduct of the intense emotions, life, and death that have taken place within its walls. This energy is believed to manifest in a variety of ways, creating visual, auditory, and tactile experiences that both intrigue and frighten those who encounter them. Staff members at UNC hospitals have become accustomed to some of the paranormal activity, often sharing stories with colleagues and forming an informal understanding of which areas are most active. Despite this, many still approach these encounters with caution, especially when working late at night or alone. Some employees have taken to avoiding certain stairwells or hallways, while others report carrying out their duties while remaining aware of the unseen presence that seems to linger in the hospital's older sections. Patients, too, have shared chilling experiences. Some have seen fleeting apparitions near their beds, felt the presence of a figure standing silently in the room, or heard unexplained noises that seemed to come from empty corners. Many describe feeling an eerie calm, or conversely, an overwhelming sense of fear when in the hospital's more active areas. These encounters are often fleeting but vivid, leaving a lasting impression on those who experience them. Visitors frequently mention feeling watched, experiencing sudden chills, or hearing voices that cannot be traced to any living source. The paranormal activity at UNC hospitals has become a part of its identity, drawing curiosity from ghost enthusiasts, local historians, and paranormal investigators. While the hospital continues to function as a vital healthcare facility, the stories of unexplained events, ghostly apparitions, and eerie sensations persist. For those willing to explore the hospital after dark, the experience is often described as both unsettling and fascinating, as the presence of the past seems to intermingle with the life and energy of the present. Reports of shadowy figures, cold spots, disembodied voices, and moving objects serve as a reminder that the energy of human life and emotion can leave an indelible mark on the physical world. Whether these occurrences are residual hauntings or active spirits trying to communicate, UNC Hospitals remains a place where the supernatural and the natural coexist, challenging our understanding of reality and leaving those who witness it with an unforgettable impression. The combination of history, human emotion, and unexplained phenomena ensures that UNC Hospitals holds a unique place among the most haunted locations in North Carolina. From staff and patients to visitors and paranormal investigators, countless individuals have experienced events that defy explanation, leaving them both fearful and captivated. The stories of ghostly activity continue to emerge, ensuring that UNC Hospitals remains a chilling and fascinating location where the echoes of the past persist. Number 12. Duke University Hospital, Durham. Duke University Hospital in Durham, North Carolina, is renowned for its cutting-edge medical research, advanced patient care, and status as one of the leading healthcare institutions in the region. However, beneath its pristine appearance and bustling medical activity lies a dark and unsettling reputation that has been whispered about for decades. Stories of paranormal encounters, strange sounds, and unexplained occurrences have become part of the hospital's lore, attracting attention from both locals and paranormal enthusiasts who are drawn to its chilling mysteries. The hospital's long history, combined with the countless lives that have passed through its halls, contributes to an atmosphere thick with residual energy, creating a setting ripe for supernatural activity. Many staff members have reported hearing footsteps in empty corridors, doors opening and closing without cause, and the faint echoes of voices when no one else is around. The older wings of Duke University Hospital are particularly notorious for these occurrences, with night shift employees recounting experiences that cannot be explained by the hospital's busy environment or mechanical systems. Cold spots frequently appear in areas where no ventilation should produce such sudden chills, and these icy drafts are often accompanied by a profound feeling of being watched. The sensation is described as an invisible presence, moving alongside or behind staff members as they navigate the dimly lit hallways. Patients and visitors have also shared disturbing experiences at Duke University Hospital. Some have seen shadowy figures flit across rooms or disappear into walls, while others report hearing their names being called or faint whispers echoing from adjacent corridors. Flickering lights and sudden mechanical noises are commonly reported, and these events often occur without any apparent electrical fault or human involvement. Visitors frequently describe feelings of unease or dread when passing through specific sections of the hospital, particularly at night or in less traveled areas, such as stairwells, utility corridors, and older patient rooms. Certain locations within Duke University Hospital are considered paranormal hotspots. Hallways, stairwells, and older patient rooms consistently emerge in reports of ghostly activity. Doors may swing open or shut with no visible cause. Medical equipment may move on its own, and lights may flicker despite no electrical malfunction. Some employees have reported glimpsing figures dressed in older medical attire, silently moving about, as if performing tasks from decades past. These encounters often leave staff with a sense of familiarity, as though the spirits are former members of the hospital community, continuing their duties beyond death. The nighttime hours seem to amplify the hospital's eerie energy. As the hospital quiets down, the unexplained occurrences often become more pronounced. Night shift employees frequently describe hearing the rolling of carts, whispers, and footsteps in areas devoid of people. Some have felt invisible touches or sudden pressure, and others report the sensation of someone walking alongside them, even when the corridors appear empty. These experiences, while fleeting, leave an indelible mark on those who witness them, reinforcing Duke University Hospital's reputation as one of North Carolina's most haunted medical facilities. Paranormal investigators have documented many of the strange occurrences at Duke University Hospital. Using audio recorders, cameras, and other investigative tools, they have captured unexplained sounds, shadowy movements, and anomalies in lighting. Investigators suggest that the hospital contains residual energy from the emotions, suffering, and events that have transpired over the decades. This energy manifests in a variety of ways, producing visual, auditory, and physical phenomena that challenge conventional explanations and captivate those who study them. Staff members have developed an informal awareness of which areas are most active, often sharing stories with colleagues or taking precautions when navigating certain hallways or stairwells. Despite their experience, many remain cautious, particularly when working alone during the night shift. Patients also report haunting experiences, seeing fleeting apparitions, feeling invisible touches, or hearing inexplicable sounds near their beds. The energy in these areas seems to respond to human presence, creating moments of intense fear or discomfort. The paranormal activity at Duke University Hospital is a unique blend of historical residue and unexplained spiritual phenomena. Shadowy figures, cold spots, disembodied voices, and moving objects are all part of the hospital's eerie narrative. Whether these are the lingering echoes of past events, spirits attempting to communicate, or other phenomena beyond human understanding, Duke University Hospital continues to intrigue those who encounter it. Its blend of history, emotion, and unexplained occurrences ensures it remains a focal point for ghost enthusiasts and paranormal investigators alike. The hospital's reputation for hauntings has also made it a subject of local folklore. Stories of apparitions, strange noises, and eerie sensations are shared among staff, patients, and visitors, and these accounts continue to accumulate, reinforcing Duke University Hospital's status as one of North Carolina's most chilling and mysterious locations. The combination of active medical care, historical significance, and unexplained phenomena creates an environment where the supernatural and the natural coexist in a way that is both unsettling and fascinating. Duke University Hospital's haunted reputation serves as a reminder of the energy left behind by human life and emotion. The stories of ghostly activity continue to emerge, captivating the imagination of anyone who visits the hospital after dark. From staff and patients to paranormal investigators, the experiences within its walls leave a lasting impression, challenging our understanding of the unseen and providing a glimpse into the mysterious world of the supernatural. Number 13. New Hanover Regional Medical Center, Wilmington. New Hanover Regional Medical Center in Wilmington, North Carolina, is a large and busy hospital serving thousands of patients every year. Beyond its reputation for quality medical care, the hospital has gained notoriety for reports of paranormal activity that have left staff, patients, and visitors both terrified and fascinated. These chilling accounts suggest that New Hanover Regional Medical Center is more than just a place of healing. It is a site where the spirits of the past linger, creating an unsettling atmosphere that cannot be explained by ordinary means. Many employees working late-night shifts have reported hearing unexplained footsteps echoing through empty hallways, doors opening or closing by themselves, and faint whispering voices that seem to come from nowhere. Some have experienced sudden drops in temperature in areas where no ventilation or drafts could account for the cold, and these sudden chills are often accompanied by the feeling of an unseen presence nearby. The sensations range from mild unease to intense fear, leaving staff members on edge as they perform their nightly duties. Visitors to the hospital have also shared encounters that defy logic. Patients recovering from surgery or long-term treatments have described seeing shadowy figures move past their beds, hearing their names called in quiet tones, or experiencing the sensation of being touched by something invisible. These occurrences are not isolated, and over time, they have become part of the hospital's unsettling lore. The older wings of the building are particularly known for paranormal activity, suggesting that history and human energy have left an imprint on the hospital's structure. Certain areas within New Hanover Regional Medical Center have been identified as particularly active. Staff members often warn newcomers about specific corridors, stairwells, and rooms where strange occurrences are most common. Lights may flicker without cause, medical equipment can move slightly on its own, and objects sometimes disappear and reappear mysteriously. Shadowy figures are occasionally seen, moving silently as if carrying out tasks from a different era, giving the impression that the past is reaching into the present. The nighttime hours seem to intensify the activity within the hospital. As the environment quiets down, the unexplained sounds become more noticeable and eerie. Staff working the night shift frequently report hearing footsteps following them, doors creaking open slowly, and voices that whisper indecipherable words. Some have felt sudden touches or the sensation of someone walking beside them, only to find no one there. These experiences leave a lasting impression and contribute to New Hanover Regional Medical Center's reputation as one of North Carolina's most haunted medical facilities. Paranormal investigators have taken an interest in the hospital's mysterious phenomena. Using cameras, audio recording devices, and other investigative tools, they have documented a range of unusual events, from inexplicable shadows to strange sounds and cold spots. These findings suggest that the hospital may contain residual energy from decades of human activity, suffering, and emotion. The paranormal activity appears to respond to the presence of living humans, creating experiences that are both terrifying and fascinating for those who encounter them. Staff members have shared countless stories of unexplained activity in the hospital. They speak of fleeting glimpses of ghostly figures dressed in older medical attire, the feeling of invisible hands on their shoulders, and sudden, unexplainable noises that echo through the halls. Patients sometimes report being watched or feeling a presence in their rooms, even when family and staff are nearby. These experiences, though frightening, have become part of the hospital's narrative, adding a chilling dimension to the everyday routines of medical care. The hospital's reputation for hauntings has also become part of local folklore. Tales of apparitions, strange noises, and eerie sensations are shared among staff, patients, and residents of Wilmington. Each story contributes to the growing body of evidence that New Hanover Regional Medical Center is a place where the veil between the living and the dead is thin. Shadowy figures, cold spots, moving objects, and whispering voices form a pattern of activity that fascinates paranormal enthusiasts and terrifies those who witness it firsthand. Despite the fear and unease, the hospital continues to function as a center for medical treatment and research. The paranormal activity does not seem to interfere with patient care, but it adds a layer of mystery to the building that cannot be ignored. Staff members, while wary, have learned to navigate the haunted spaces with caution, respecting the presence of whatever spirits may linger there. The history of the hospital, combined with the countless lives that have passed through its halls, contributes to the enduring mystery of its supernatural occurrences. New Hanover Regional Medical Center remains a site of intrigue for ghost hunters and paranormal investigators who are drawn to the unexplained events reported there. From shadowy figures and cold spots to whispers and moving objects, the hospital offers a chilling glimpse into a world beyond our understanding. Whether the phenomena are the result of residual energy, restless spirits, or something else entirely, the stories and experiences associated with the hospital ensure it remains one of North Carolina's most haunted locations. Number 14. Charlotte Medical Center, Charlotte. Charlotte Medical Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, is widely known for its excellent medical services and comprehensive patient care. Yet beneath the hospital's professional exterior lies a darker, more mysterious side. Over the years, staff, patients, and visitors have reported numerous accounts of paranormal activity that have left many unsettled and intrigued. These reports suggest that Charlotte Medical Center is not just a place of healing, it is also a place where restless spirits linger, creating an eerie atmosphere that is impossible to ignore. Employees who work late-night shifts often speak of unexplained occurrences in the hallways and rooms. Footsteps are heard echoing down empty corridors. Doors are known to open and close on their own, and faint whispers are sometimes caught in areas where no one else is present. Sudden drops in temperature are another frequent phenomenon, often accompanied by an unshakable feeling of being watched. These inexplicable experiences have led many staff members to believe that the hospital is a hotspot for paranormal activity, particularly in its older sections, where the energy of past patients and events seems to persist. Patients recovering from surgeries or treatments sometimes share stories of shadowy figures gliding past their rooms, or the sensation of an unseen presence hovering nearby. Some have reported hearing their names called in hushed tones, or feeling as if invisible hands have touched them. These experiences, though fleeting, are deeply unsettling and leave a lasting impression on those who encounter them. Visitors and family members have also reported sudden cold spots, fleeting glimpses of figures in hospital corridors, and objects that appear to move or disappear without explanation. Certain areas of Charlotte Medical Center are known among staff to be particularly active. Specific wings, stairwells, and rooms are associated with a higher frequency of strange occurrences. Lights often flicker without electrical cause. Medical equipment occasionally shifts slightly, and shadows seem to move independently of any source of light. Some staff members describe fleeting glimpses of figures dressed in medical attire from decades past, as if the hospital is haunted by those who once worked or received care there. The presence of these entities adds an ominous and foreboding energy that can be difficult to navigate, especially during night shifts. The paranormal activity appears to intensify during the late evening and early morning hours when the hospital is quiet and the normal bustle of activity has ceased. Staff members report hearing unexplained footsteps, creaking doors, and voices whispering in areas that should be empty. Some describe the sensation of being followed or touched by an invisible force. The cumulative effect of these experiences has created a reputation for Charlotte Medical Center as a place where the ordinary and the supernatural intersect, a place where ghost stories become a part of daily life for those who work there. Paranormal investigators have taken a keen interest in Charlotte Medical Center. Equipped with cameras, audio recording devices, and other tools, they have captured a range of unexplained phenomena, including shadowy figures, mysterious sounds, and sudden temperature changes. These observations suggest that the building contains residual energy from decades of human activity, illness, and emotional intensity. The activity appears responsive to the presence of living humans, creating encounters that range from subtle unease to intense fear. Hospital staff have shared numerous stories of encounters with unexplained forces. Reports include shadowy figures moving through hallways, footsteps that follow them through corridors, and cold spots in rooms where no ventilation could account for the drop in temperature. Some have felt invisible touches or sensed an unseen presence nearby. Patients sometimes report being watched or hearing voices calling to them, even when staff and family are present. These stories, shared over years, have become an ingrained part of the hospital's identity as a haunted location. The lore surrounding Charlotte Medical Center is widely known among locals. Tales of ghostly figures, strange noises, and unexplained phenomena are passed along, adding to the hospital's reputation for paranormal activity. Shadow figures, cold spots, and objects moving without explanation create an atmosphere of suspense and fear, captivating the imaginations of those who hear the stories. For ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts, Charlotte Medical Center represents a unique opportunity to explore a site where the boundary between the living and the dead feels unusually thin. Despite the fear-inducing experiences, Charlotte Medical Center continues to function as a critical institution for healthcare. The paranormal activity does not interfere with the hospital's operations, but it does add a layer of mystery that cannot be ignored. Staff have learned to navigate the haunted areas with caution, respecting the presence of whatever spirits may linger within the building. The hospital's long history, combined with the countless lives touched within its walls, contributes to its eerie and mysterious reputation. Charlotte Medical Center remains a location of fascination for paranormal investigators and curious visitors alike. From shadowy figures and cold spots to unexplained sounds and moving objects, the hospital offers a chilling glimpse into a world beyond ordinary comprehension. Whether these phenomena are the result of residual energy, spirits, or something entirely unknown, the reports ensure that Charlotte Medical Center remains one of North Carolina's most haunted hospitals, and a place that many approach with both fear and curiosity. Number 15. Atrium Health Carolina's Medical Center, Charlotte. Atrium Health Carolina's Medical Center, located in the heart of Charlotte, North Carolina, is renowned for its exceptional medical care and state-of-the-art facilities. However, beneath the polished exterior and the hum of modern medical activity lies a darker, chilling history that has earned it a reputation as one of the most haunted hospitals in the state. Over the years, staff, patients, and visitors have reported a wide range of paranormal phenomena that continue to intrigue and terrify those who encounter them, making Atrium Health Carolina's Medical Center a focal point for ghost stories and supernatural intrigue in North Carolina. The hospital, which has been operating for decades, sits on grounds with a long and complex history, Some believe that the site carries residual energy from past events, creating an environment where the paranormal seems to thrive. Numerous accounts from hospital personnel describe experiences that defy explanation, ranging from sudden drops in temperature and flickering lights to objects moving inexplicably. These phenomena often occur in older sections of the hospital, particularly during late-night shifts when the corridors are quiet and the usual hustle of daily operations has diminished. One of the most frequently reported occurrences is the sensation of being watched. Nurses and doctors working the night shift often speak of an unsettling feeling of eyes following them down empty hallways. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures moving at the edge of their vision, disappearing when approached. Others describe hearing unexplained footsteps, whispers, and muffled voices echoing through the hospital corridors, even when no other staff members are present. These experiences have become so common that some employees openly acknowledge the hospital's haunted reputation, sharing stories in hushed tones during breaks and shifts. Patients recovering from surgery or being treated in certain rooms have occasionally reported eerie encounters. Some speak of sudden, unexplained chills or the sense of an unseen presence hovering near their beds. Others recount hearing their names called or feeling invisible hands brush against them while alone. Family members visiting loved ones have also experienced unusual sensations, such as cold drafts, doors opening and closing on their own, and fleeting glimpses of shadowy forms in hallways. These experiences have contributed to a growing narrative that Atrium Health Carolina's medical center is not only a place of healing, but also a site where the boundary between the living and the supernatural becomes unsettlingly thin. Certain areas of the hospital seem to be more active than others. Staff report frequent disturbances in older wings and stairwells, where lights flicker inexplicably, medical equipment shifts slightly, and shadows appear to move independently of any known source of light. Some employees have seen ghostly apparitions in hospital gowns from decades past, as if the spirits of former patients or staff members continue to linger within the building. The presence of these apparitions often leaves witnesses feeling a mixture of fear, awe, and unease, particularly during night shifts when the hospital is at its quietest. Paranormal activity at Atrium Health Carolina's medical center is most frequently reported during the early morning hours and late at night. Staff describe hearing footsteps echoing down empty hallways, distant voices calling their names, and doors creaking open and closed without any human intervention. Cold spots appear suddenly in rooms, often accompanied by the sensation of being watched or followed. These experiences are not limited to staff. Visitors and patients alike have shared similar accounts, suggesting that the hospital's paranormal activity is pervasive throughout the building. Over the years, paranormal investigators have taken a keen interest in Atrium Health Carolina's medical center. Equipped with cameras, audio recorders, and other investigative tools, they have documented a range of unexplained occurrences. Shadowy figures appear on camera, eerie voices are captured on audio recordings, and sudden temperature changes are consistently observed in areas where staff report the most activity. These findings have fueled speculation about the presence of spirits or residual energy, making the hospital a focal point for those interested in the supernatural. Hospital staff have shared numerous chilling stories of encounters with the unknown. Shadowy figures are often seen moving along corridors, sometimes appearing to follow staff as they navigate the hospital. Sudden cold drafts are reported in rooms with no ventilation or open windows, and objects such as chairs and medical equipment occasionally move without explanation. Some employees recount feeling invisible touches or experiencing a profound sense of unease in certain areas. Patients and visitors have shared similar stories, ranging from fleeting glimpses of figures to hearing voices that seem to come from nowhere. These reports have solidified the hospital's reputation as a haunted location. Despite the paranormal activity, Atrium Health Carolinas Medical Center continues to operate as a leading medical institution. The unexplained events do not interfere with medical care, yet they add an eerie layer to the hospital's history and daily operations. Staff members have learned to navigate the haunted areas with caution, acknowledging the presence of whatever forces may linger in the building. The combination of the hospital's historical significance and the numerous ghostly reports ensures that Atrium Health Carolinas Medical Center remains a site of both fear and fascination. The stories surrounding Atrium Health Carolinas Medical Center are widely known among locals. Tales of ghostly apparitions, mysterious sounds, and inexplicable phenomena are shared over time, contributing to the hospital's reputation for supernatural activity. Visitors and paranormal enthusiasts are drawn to the hospital, intrigued by reports of shadow figures, moving objects, and chilling sensations that defy logical explanation. These accounts make the hospital a compelling destination for those interested in exploring haunted locations and understanding the mysterious presence that seems to permeate the building. Atrium Health Carolinas Medical Center stands as a testament to the unknown, blending the world of modern medicine with the lingering presence of past lives. From shadowy figures and sudden cold spots to voices echoing through empty corridors, the hospital presents a compelling case for the existence of paranormal activity. Whether these phenomena are the result of residual energy, spirits, or some other unexplained force, the reports from staff, patients, and visitors ensure that the hospital continues to intrigue and terrify in equal measure. As we reach the end of our journey through the haunted hospitals of North Carolina, it is impossible not to feel the lingering chill in the air, the weight of stories that have been whispered through generations, and the unseen presence that seems to watch over the corridors, the wards, and the empty rooms late at night. From Dorothea Dix Hospital in Raleigh to Atrium Health Carolinas Medical Center in Charlotte, these hospitals are not only places of healing, they are places where the veil between the living and the dead grows thin, where echoes of past lives refuse to fade, and where shadows move where no one else treads. Each hospital we explored today has its own dark and haunting history. Dorothea Dix Hospital has long been a site of sorrow and inexplicable events, with reports of phantom footsteps and whispered voices lingering in the halls long after the last nurse has left the night shift. Central Regional Hospital in Butner, Cherry Hospital in Goldsboro, and Broughton Hospital in Morganton tell similar tales of corridors that feel alive, of patients who have glimpsed figures in the corners of their rooms, and of staff who have learned to respect the unseen presence that seems to coexist with the living in these institutions. The stories of Western State Hospital in Believer and Rex Hospital in Raleigh are no less chilling. Cold drafts that appear for no reason, lights that flicker without cause, and strange voices that echo through empty hallways all combine to create an atmosphere that is unsettling, to say the least. The night shift staff speak in hushed tones of shadowy figures that walk alongside them, of doors that close and open without explanation, and of an energy that cannot be ignored. WakeMed Hospital in Raleigh and Cape Fear Valley Medical Center in Fayetteville continue this pattern, with night staff often reporting the feeling of being watched, of hearing names whispered when no one else is near, and of fleeting glimpses of figures that vanish when approached. Vidant Medical Center in Greenville, Mission Hospital in Asheville, and UNC hospitals in Chapel Hill Each add their own chapter to this eerie narrative. Patients and visitors alike have reported experiences that defy explanation, from the sudden appearance of shadows at the edge of vision, to the unaccountable movement of objects, to a feeling of a presence lingering nearby, even when rooms are empty. Duke University Hospital in Durham and New Hanover Regional Medical Center in Wilmington are no different, with staff telling stories of unseen forces, of chilling sensations that pass through the halls, and of ghostly whispers that seem to come from the very walls themselves. Charlotte is home to not one, but two hospitals steeped in mystery: Charlotte Medical Center and Atrium Health Carolina's Medical Center. Here, the hauntings are so frequent and so intense that they have become part of the lore of the city. Shadowy figures roam the hallways, cold spots appear and vanish inexplicably, and voices echo in places that should be silent. Visitors often feel a sense of being watched. Patients occasionally glimpse fleeting apparitions, and staff have long learned to navigate these haunted spaces with caution, respect, and sometimes fear. What is remarkable about these hospitals is not just the frequency of these reports, but the consistency. Across decades, across shifts, across countless staff members and patients, the stories remain eerily similar. Footsteps when no one else is near, voices when rooms are empty, objects moving without explanation, and shadows that refuse to be caught. These are not isolated incidents. They form a pattern, a tapestry of the unexplained, woven through the history and architecture of each hospital. It is a reminder that even in places dedicated to saving lives, the presence of the unknown can be felt, and sometimes it is impossible to escape. As we reflect on these haunted hospitals, it becomes clear that North Carolina is home to some of the most active paranormal sites in the country. The stories we have shared today are not simply for entertainment. They are accounts from real people who have walked these halls, who have worked night shifts alone, who have heard voices and seen shadows, and who continue to share their experiences to this day. Each hospital carries with it the weight of its history, the lives that have passed through its walls, and the mysteries that remain unresolved. If you are brave enough to visit, remember that these are not ordinary hospitals. Respect the space, be aware of your surroundings, and understand that the experiences reported are deeply personal and often unnerving. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the energy in these buildings is undeniable, and the stories of those who have experienced the unexplained should be approached with both curiosity and caution. If you have enjoyed this journey through North Carolina's most haunted hospitals, there is so much more to explore. Share this video with friends who love the paranormal, those who enjoy a good ghost story, and anyone who might be brave enough to visit one of these haunted places. Remember to like this video if the stories sent chills down your spine, and subscribe to the channel for more terrifying explorations of haunted locations, ghostly encounters, and the mysteries that lurk in the dark corners of history. Your support helps us continue uncovering the haunted and the unexplained. Every like, share, and subscription ensures that we can keep bringing you stories that are chilling, mysterious, and hauntingly real. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video, and dive deeper into the world of the paranormal with us. Explore the haunted corridors, the shadowed wards, and the chilling tales that echo through North Carolina and beyond. Remember, the stories are real, the experiences are real, and the fear is real. Each hospital is a place where history and the supernatural collide, where the living coexist with the unseen, and where every step taken down a quiet hallway could be accompanied by something watching, something waiting, and something that may never reveal itself fully. These are the haunted hospitals of North Carolina, and they continue to captivate, terrify, and mystify all who dare to enter. So like, share, and subscribe, because the journey into the paranormal is far from over. Stay curious, stay brave, and remember that sometimes the dead are never truly gone.